not by this country. When I met with the family, his little daughter said, looked at me, she's only about 7 years old, and I knelt down to talk to her and the family. She looked at me, she said, Mr. Vice President, my daddy is changing the world. Well, guess what? The inspiration coming from her daddy and what happened, this new wave of justice in America, but true justice is also more than just dealing with abuse. It's about economic justice. It's about schools, housing, access to capital, good-paying jobs, a minimum wage of a minimum of $15 an hour, financial stability, giving families of color a real shot to own their own homes, start a small business, send a child to college debt-free so we can build wealth and pass on opportunities through generations like we did, like so many middle-class families have in the past. But we have to vote to ensure the full promise of this country. We have to vote to meet the challenge of climate crisis. Because you know in Florida, it is a crisis. We've all seen the impact more than most. Devastating hurricanes that lay waste to whole communities. Economic toll is astounding, and it grows every year. But the human toll is worse. Lost lives, lost homes, small businesses shattered. First responders put at risk. From the West Coast burning, the middle part of the country flooding. Donald Trump, when he thinks climate change, he says hoax. Well, guess what? Speaking of hoaxes, remember what he said about these increasing violent hurricanes and the frequency? He actually said maybe we should detonate a nuclear bomb over the Atlantic. By the way, the same stable genius who said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa. Yo, man, I tell you what. Look, his answers to families in Puerto Rico struggling through Hurricane Maria was what did he do? Toss rolls of paper towels at them. He doesn't have any real answers. We know we can do something about it. While combating climate change means jobs, we can unleash American ingenuity in manufacturing and build a stronger, more climate-resistant nation, creating millions of new high-paying jobs. We can change the path we're on. We've got to act now. Time is running out. This country can't afford 4 more years of Trump, who thinks he's only responsible for the people who voted for him. I don't see the presidency that way. I see the America as an American. I'll run as a proud Democrat. But guess what? It's starting to rain. I'm going to shorten this for you all. I don't see America that way. In 2008 and 2012, you placed your trust in Barack and me. Well, guess what? Each day we were in office, we worked for you, the entire country. It was never about red states or blue states, always about the United States of America. I was reminded of that last month when I visited Gettysburg. Folks, you know what? When I went to Gettysburg to make that speech, Abraham Lincoln said, a house divided cannot stand. Well, a nation divided cannot stand. I was reminded of that earlier this week. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to go to iwillvote.com/FLA. Become FL. Return your ballot today. I never forgot what President Kennedy said about going to the moon. He said, we're going, you know why? Because we refuse to postpone. Let's not postpone and get out of the rain. God bless you all. Thank you. Got to make